Welcome back to Misfits by Design, an interview series curated to capture the rebel intel and the wisdom of midlife ladies who are aging on their own terms. My name is Rhiannon, and this project is my 50th birthday present to myself. Today, I have the absolute privilege of chatting with my cousin Myra. If you can't tell, we look very similar. She is a badass thought leader in the tech industry, never ceases to amaze me, the things that she has accomplished in her life, and really against all odds has just been such a huge inspiration. I'm so thankful to follow in her footsteps and to be related to her. So cousin, thank you for taking the time today.
My pleasure. The moment you reached out and asked me, I was like, of course. Why would I do this?
You didn't hesitate. I appreciate that so much. So I'm going to kick off by asking you a question that we were taught never to ask a lady. How old are you?
I am officially 6. I
And
know.
looking fucking fantastic at that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So in this phase of life, what are you pouring your heart and soul into?
I will be honest. I'm pouring my heart and soul into myself.
Yeah.
That self-care, right? Like I'm all about how is Myra feeling? How do I take care of Myra? How do I make sure that Myra is well mentally and emotionally and just not giving a fuck, right? Like just being about it. So being about me.
I love that. I love it. And I feel like it's just so important and not enough people do it with any level of regularity. We're so used to showing up for everybody else that we get so put on the back burner. That's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
Okay, so I have 5 questions and we're just going to riff. And if we get to all 5, fantastic. And if not, then we'll just let it slip, and what's meant for us will make its way into this conversation. So, first off, what's one rule or a couple rules about midlife and what midlife women are supposed to be doing that you are breaking with pride?
All of them.
Dude, truly.
All of them. At 56, like you're supposed to be like I have a new grandbaby, right? So I'm supposed to be a grandma and I'm supposed to be cutting back on the type of work that I do and I should be, baking cookies and I don't know, whatever else people have in their brains about like what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's so interesting because people who meet me and then they find out that I have kids, they're like, "You have kids?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm actually mom to 3, right? I
Yeah.
have a 37-year-old." And then they find out that I'm a grandma. And they're like, "You're a grandma?"
Yeah.
So it's like breaking all the stereotypes, right? Like I don't have to conform to anything. So I am, I'm in an industry that's male dominated.
Yeah, you are.
Have been in this industry for over 30 years. I've been in AI for 15 of those 30. So I do leadership training. I had someone tell me just last week, they're like, "I hope you don't take offense, but I want to tell you something." I was like, "Sure." And she's like, she's an older woman and she does leadership training. And she looked at me, she's like, "So I know you do a lot of leadership training for like executives at the C-suite level, not middle managers." And she's like, "You do not fit the persona of what that looks like, right?" She's like, "Your presence, the way you dress, the wild hair, like it is not conforming to like what we suspect someone of your age would be doing, but what you look like also." And I'm like, "Well, what am I supposed to look like?"
Yeah.
Right. So I think that, yeah, I think it's breaking all the rules. Like, no one says you can't wear stilettos at 56. No one says that you can't, like, it's their perception.
Yeah.
And everyone else's perception is none of your business. Like,
Right.
like, so what? So you think I'm supposed to, like,
Yeah. And I'm not.
yeah, and I'm not, right? And
Yeah.
so it's just, you got to do it fear, like without fear. Like I really don't give a shit. Like I don't care what anyone says. I don't live by anyone's rules.
Yeah.
No one's putting food on my table. No one's paying my bills. No one's like, unless you're all gonna do that for me, you can keep your opinions to yourself because opinions are like belly buttons. Everyone has one.
Amen, sister. Okay, good, good stuff. Okay, so then the next question. I have really seen you like walk very confidently. It has appeared that you have walked very confidently through life. A lot of women are struggling with the midlife changes. I'm just investing myself in learning about it, and a lot of people are having a hard time. So, if you could give a piece of advice to somebody like me that's on this bridge entering into their midlife era, what would you say to like help them build a blueprint that feels good?
Okay, so first is no one ever had the conversation with us about midlife.
Yeah.
So, they tell us about like you're gonna get your period, maybe, right? And you have to wear pads and like they tell you that stuff, but they don't tell you like your period's gonna hurt like hell, that you're gonna be moody, that you're gonna be right. And no one talks to us about the changes we go through,
Right.
right? No one talks about the changes. I would say that the advice I give to you is that you are going to start feeling unlike yourself. You're going to start entering into a period where you might start to feel like you're going nuts. Like,
Mm,
am I going insane? I really thought I was having a nervous breakdown at
yeah,
one point, right?
right.
And it is okay to go for help, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
I went to the extreme of going to a psychiatrist because I thought I was going insane, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And it was just it's part of the midlife, it's part of menopause, it's part of it does your body goes through this is a period where your body's gonna go through changes, and you
Right.
need to love yourself through all the changes. You
Right.
need to love yourself through all I was telling, Bella the other day, Bella's my youngest,
Yeah.
and my hands were a little dry, right? I was like, "Bella, I have all these funny lines on my hand." Funny little lines. She's like, "Mom, wrinkles." I was like, "No, they're funny little lines on my
Yeah, no, and you know what? Thank you so much for your vulnerability because, with social media, everybody speaks into the falling away and the rebirth of the new self, but they don't really dive into the devastation and destruction that's caused when there's a shedding that occurs. It's not always
hands."
comfortable. It's not always the most beautiful at times. And that even it being beautiful all the time is not nature's way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Yeah, so I just want you to know that as part of your blueprint, you're going to go through changes. Some of them are going to be hard, right? Because you're going to feel like, what the hell is going on with me?
Yeah.
And you just need to be able to give yourself grace,
That is such good advice.
right? So you need to give yourself grace and just know that what you're going through, every woman goes through. We just don't talk about it,
Right.
right? And
Yeah.
so it is okay. You're gonna wake up some mornings where you are bloated and you are feeling like crap and you still have to get up and you're gonna be like, I don't like the way I feel today. I don't like the way my hair looks today. I don't
Yeah.
like the way, my cheeks are puffy or, like my nose is dry or I have cramps or my ankles are swollen. Like
Yeah.
it's temporary. It's all temporary. And so if you take those as little temporary changes and
Mm,
give yourself the grace knowing that my body's going through some stuff and
yeah.
I may need to treat my body a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
Give yourself grace and also like go to a doctor. I take supplements, right? I don't want to be on hormones, so I take supplements and
Yeah.
I, do meditate every night. I do yoga every day. So it's just like just know that your body's not going to cooperate with you, right?
Yeah.
As well as it does right now, and
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Oh man, that's so good. Yeah. When I get my first hot flash, I'm going to text you and be like, I'm not
yes,
loving the moment.
always carry a fan. That's my advice. Always carry a little hand fan
Okay. Good. Noted. Noted. And a cute one at that.
and a cute one.
Uh,
I have a nice frilly one.
Awesome. Okay, good. So, okay, what wisdom have you gained in this midlife era that you didn't have when you were younger? And you're really proud of this knowing, this understanding, this piece of wisdom, or this value that you stand on, and you feel like, I'm really proud that I understand this clearly and it's how I live my life. What would you say, like a piece of wisdom or a knowing?
Nobody really cares what you look like or what you're doing. They don't. Like, we think people are noticing us constantly, and they're not. People are so self-absorbed that it does, like, and especially once you hit like the 50s, right? Like, it's almost like you become invisible and you
Yeah.
become like I have gray hair. I let my hair go gray, right? I love my hair. I love my curls. I love the bigness. It's always been wild. And it's interesting because people approach me differently, right? Now, guys who would let doors hit me in the face now open the door for me and like hold it open. And there's like a level of respect, right? But they don't care what the hell you're wearing. They don't care what you're doing. They just think that you're just like just, she's older, she's not as dangerous, right?
Yeah.
She's not as, I don't know, it's almost like, oh, like she's cute, right? I
Yeah.
get that a lot. Like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Oh my God, you're so cute. But
Yeah.
it's in a different way because they don't really care what you look like or what you're doing. What they care about is the energy that you bring into the room.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And ultimately, that's what matters. So if you are a Debbie Downer all the time, that's the energy you bring. So you're just gonna, that's how they're gonna perceive you, right? That's how they're gonna start to just, that's the one characteristic that will stand out. You could be wearing $1,000 shoes, $1 million outfit. No one cares. No one cares at this point, right? So be comfortable. Wear whatever the hell you want to wear. If you want to
Right.
go out in a ball gown, wear a ball gown. If you want to go out in, in a tiger suit, go out in a tiger suit. No one's gonna care,
Yeah.
right?
Good advice.
Be you because no one cares. They really do not. The only time they care is when they see you as a threat. And at 50, it's like our threat level goes, whoop,
Yeah.
right?
And yet we still can be.
And they don't know that we are the biggest threat.
Right, totally. Amen,
Yeah.
sister. Yeah. Good. Okay, so this is actually the last question and one
Okay.
that's really near and dear to like my heart because I've struggled with it. I have called Las Vegas home for a really long time. Las Vegas is a very superficial part of the planet. Everybody is judging everybody for how they look and what they wear and how thin you are, how freaking big your boobs are, how fluffy your butt is. Like I've really been inundated with it for a lot of my adult life. And
Mhm.
it's been hard for me to combat I feel sucked into this way of existing. And I'm wondering from your perspective, as you've aged, how has your definition of beauty standards or expectations shifted?
Yeah, so that's an interesting question because for me, I haven't been sucked into that world, right, of like the standards. But it's something interesting has happened lately for me that I've noticed is that I look at people very differently now
Right.
as a whole. Because as I see other people aging, right, this is the thing. I've aged, right? And
Yeah.
so I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, okay, I got some little like I got some wrinkles. I don't have a ton, right?
Yeah.
But I look at other people who are my age and I'm like, okay, so we all age differently. Like we all age. It's like unavoidable. We all change, we all shift. And it's looking at how other people are aging, like, oh, like, okay, so you're aging differently. You look a little bit older than I do, maybe in my head, right? But you're still beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I have friends who are aged, they've been through the ringer. And so they've aged differently. They look a little bit older, but
Yeah.
they are still that same beautiful person inside,
Yeah.
right? And so
Right.
it's just this acceptance of like, all right, so like you're wearing a ton of makeup because that's what's making you feel right now, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
not going to judge you for it. Do you, but ultimately you need to be happy with the way that you look in the mirror without makeup, without
Mhm.
first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Because the beauty of it is that you opened your eyes. You woke up on the right side,
Yeah.
right? And that should be like a celebration. And the
Yeah.
fact that if you look in the mirror and you can say like, I fucking love you
Yeah.
to yourself, right? I do that every day. I'm like, girl, you are like a shit because you woke up. Like you
Yeah.
woke up, you decided to face another day and we're going to face it head on and whatever happens today happens. And at the end of the day, we're all born, we pay taxes and we
Yeah.
die,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And
Totally.
whatever happens in between, that messiness in between, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's
Right.
not a lot of it doesn't matter. It's like, why sometimes I'm like, "Why the hell am I still working?" Like, doesn't matter. I need to keep a roof over my head, right? But, like,
Yeah.
nothing really there's no real truth in life unless you have love and friends and family, and you know what I mean? Like, and that you love yourself for who you are.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I know that you love yourself,
Yeah.
you take care of yourself, but it's having that level of self-love and not worrying about what everyone else is doing,
Right.
what everyone else's expectations are.
Yeah. Such sage wise advice. I love it.
It's the white hair.
Seriously, it comes with age. I can't wait to get there. Well, my cousin, I love you and I
I love
respect you.
you.
And I love watching your evolution and all of the cool shit that you're doing. It's truly breathtaking. You are just like handling it on all the fronts. Quite honestly, like, I believe that you are the glitch in the aging matrix that women need to hear from. Like, we need to hear these things so that we aren't intimidated by the next phase, and assume that it's all bad moving forward. There may be bad moments, but on the other side is wisdom and confidence and surety and knowing. And you're just like such a beautiful example of that. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. One thing that I would say is like my 20s were rough. My 50s are like a sail. I can travel. I can spend money. I
Yeah.
can, do all the things that I didn't do, right?
Yeah,
Because now I'm doing what makes me happy. And you got to do what
absolutely.
makes you happy. So
Yeah, I love it. I love you. I hope our
I love
paths
you.
in IRL in real life soon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you the next time I'm in Vegas and hopefully we'll be there at the same time.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be there at the same time because I'm kicking off a month of travel.
Totally. We
So
are two like birds in the sky. We're never
yeah,
in place at once.
we
Okay,
can
I love
wave
you.
from planes. We can
Yeah,
wave from the planes. All right. I love you.
have a really great conference and I'll be in touch.
All right. Sounds great. All right. Bye.
Bye.